What's going on, guys? Matt here, and in this video I want to talk about why your past is not the problem. Your past is not the problem that's affecting you right now or is going to affect your future. And it's completely against the grain of modern psychology, because a lot of the time we're told, your past is the problem, this thing happened to me. And of course, we've all had impactful negative events in our past. Every human being has it, obviously some more than others. But the past is not affecting you, it's the process that you're doing right now. For example, someone falls into a lake when they're 5 years old and they're now 37, but they have a phobia of water. They can't, barely get in the bath. They can't go swimming, they can't go on boats or anything like that. They're scared of water. And of course, they're going to say the defining factor was falling in that lake or falling in the water when I was 4 or 5 years old or whatever. But actually, that might have been the factor where they made that decision in their head. They have a phobia of water on an unconscious level, but it's not the lake, because that was like 32 years ago and now they're 37 and it's still affecting them. It's the process they're doing in their head. You can get a person with a phobia who's phobic about anything, spiders, heights, whatever, going too fast in a car, water, get them to close their eyes and imagine it, and they will have that phobic response. They will get themselves scared. So that proves in itself, it's not the actual time or it's the water or the actual thing, it's the process they're doing in their head. And this relates to everything and anything. A lot of people have picked up stuff in their childhood, all right? From 0 to 8, you were living mainly unconsciously, your unconscious mind was dominant, and you were creating your map of the world. So you picked up unconsciously how to model your parents, elders, teachers, people told you stuff, and you started to form beliefs. Now, if something is blocking you now, such as a limiting belief, or you think things can't be done or that can be done or whatever, again, it's the process you're doing in your mind. And when you understand and accept this, it becomes actually freeing in itself. It actually frees up a lot of limiting beliefs, and it shows you that it's not the past. You're not held back because you came from a poor family or you had a bad relationship where someone cheated on you or lied to you or whatever. It's the process that you're doing right now. And any process can be changed. In life, we're only born with two inbuilt behaviors, the fear of loud noise and the fear of falling. So everything else is a learned behavior. And that means if it's learned, it can be unlearned. If you've learned to feel bad about a certain situation, to feel scared, to limit yourself thinking you can't have a body like this person, or you can't make a certain amount of money, or you can't attract a partner in your life, these are just processes you're doing in your head, and you can unprogram them and think anything else at a different time. Changing ideas is really as easy as changing socks. The issue is a lot of people have cemented, they've solidified certain things in their mind because they continuously think them every day. If you get up every day and think, I'm not a good person, I don't deserve X, Y, and Z, and you keep doing this again and again and again, that's going to be a process that you run in your head. It's not the past, it's not what happened to you in the past, and it's not intrinsic truth. It's a process. And this frees you up from the past. When you understand and accept it, it frees you up that it isn't what happened in the past, it's what I'm doing right now. And when you find out, you can change it yourself, you can get a coach. I coach people and I change a lot of people through NLP and hypnosis. That's great because it goes beneath the conscious threshold. A lot of the time we know consciously what we should do. I should work harder, I should go to the gym more, I should eat less food, whatever, I should stop smoking. But unconsciously, we have these internal conflicts and we're getting needs met on a certain level. But basically, if you know that your past is not the problem and it's the processes that you're doing right now, every single day, that are causing your results in the present moment and in the future, just know that you can change those. You can change those anytime, okay? So the past is not the problem. You can reprogram any habits that you've learned, any decisions you made. A lot of the time with my clients, they might have a feeling of not feeling good enough, or I don't deserve to earn a certain amount of money or whatever. These are just decisions that were made at a certain time in their life. At a certain time in their life, they made a decision on an unconscious level that they weren't good enough, or they felt they weren't good enough, because obviously that's just rubbish. When you feel you're not good enough, that's just a rubbish story. That's a narrative you're telling yourself. Remember, we're only born with two inbuilt behaviors, the fear of falling and the fear of loud noises. Everything else is learned. So you learn to feel bad maybe in a relationship. You learn to feel bad about maths. You learn to feel bad about maybe not being good at a certain subject. You learn to feel bad about public speaking or whatever. These are all learned behaviors and they can be all unlearned. and it's just the process you're doing. Have a think about the processes you do. For example, if you're scared of public speaking and every time before you have to get up on stage or maybe speak at work or whatever, or in the classroom, you start imagining yourself failing. You see yourself on stage stuttering, people laughing in the audience. You're now looking at the strategy which isn't getting you the results you want. And all you need to do is change that strategy around. Probably shrink that picture down and blow up a picture in your head of you achieving the goal you want. If you have a voice, your internal dialogue is bad, you can go inside. If it's not helping you, if it's negative, turn that voice down. Turn up the internal dialogue of a good voice, of a positive voice, of a reassuring voice. All you need to do is change the process that you're doing in the moment. You're going to feel better, right? And then you're going to be able to do more stuff. Because really, when you think different things, then you feel different things and you do different things. That's all it is. It's not some sort of magic hocus pocus stuff by, if I do this meditation, now I have extreme confidence for every area of my life. What we want to see here is the strategies that you're doing at that time. Again, if you're nervous about maybe going on a date, what are you doing before that date to make yourself nervous? Are you focusing on all the things that could go wrong? Are you speaking to yourself in a negative voice, telling yourself that you're going to fail? If you're doing that, that's a strategy to fail. That's a strategy for you to feel bad. When you feel bad, you act bad and you don't get the results you want. So for any area of your life, I want you to look at the strategies and processes that are not getting you the results that you want. For example, if you're making yourself nervous before a date, public speaking, speaking on camera or whatever, look at what you're doing. Are you making big pictures in your head of yourself failing? Are you speaking to yourself in a negative or dismissive tone, telling yourself that you're going to fail? If you're doing this thing, this is a process to make you fail, of course. It's a negative process. You want to prime yourself. So if you see yourself doing that, stop that voice inside, shrink those pictures down and replace them with pictures that you like. Turn up the volume on a voice that is confident, that tells you you can do it, that speaks to you in a positive tone and that resonates with you. This is changing the process. This is changing your strategies. And if you change the strategies and the process in that moment, you will change your future. A lot of the time people say, well, I've always failed at public speaking. Look at all the times that I stuttered on stage or I'm scared. But they're not dealing with the past because the past is gone. The best thing about the past is that it's over. And the best thing about the future is it contains unlimited possibilities. All you need to do to make your future better is change your strategies, change your processes in the moment, and you will change how you think, you feel, you act, and you will change your future. And it's as simple as that. The past is great because there's lots of learnings there, but like I said, it's over, it's done, it's dusted. The past is over unless you keep going back there in your mind and looking at it. If you've taken the learnings from the past, for example, I'm not going to date someone like that again, I'm not going to work that kind of job because I hate it, I'm not going to eat that kind of food because it makes me feel bad or I gain weight easily. If you've taken the learnings, that's fantastic. Now we face the future and we want to create a better future, and we want to look at the strategies and processes that you're doing to get you where you want to go. And if they're not serving you, then change them, and that's it. And you change them and then you change your future. So change your strategies, change your processes, and change your future. Guys, if you like that video, absolutely smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell notification button, and stick around, show me some love, because a lot more content on self-development coming soon. Be better. Peace.